a while ago, one of my good friends reached out to me to create an error screen animation for his latest project. So it's a website that helps interns find internships and level entry level jobs. So being a website animation, it meant it had to be lightweight and had to play instantly, so that people with low bandwidth can access it very instantly. So the solution was wait for it, Lottiefiles. So today I'll be showing how to use Lottiefiles to bring life to your web projects and mobile apps. All right, so to get started, I gave him two options to choose from. So normally when I'm doing work, I like to provide 2 to 3 options, and then we can choose from there. So it gives the client a range of samples to choose from, and then when they choose what they want, we then move to animation. That saves us time on I'm not really feeling it, or I wish we could go a little bit this way, or I wish we could change this, change that. I found that when you give clients 2 ideas, you kind of log them in. If you give them options, you log them into those options such that they feel like they have everything and they just have to choose. But when you give a client just one option, they feel like there's more out there and that they should explore more. So when you give them one option, you're giving them the chance to say, oh, let's do this, let's do this. But when you give them 2 to 3 options, they're like, okay, 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 these are what I have. Then I just have to choose. It makes your work way more easier. So to start, I gave them 2 options. So let's launch Illustrator. Um, so here are the 2 options. So with this, um, command 0. So with this option, the plan was to have the character bounce in, and then the tank sticks out, and there's the stars flying around thin. But then it was a bit too out there, so I think we ended up going with this direction. So with this direction, the plan was to have the 0, the O in the 404 turn into a magnifying glass that's trying to look for what's going on. So here's a brief storyboard thing I did for that. I should have actually sketched out a storyboard with descriptions and all that, but then we're short on time, so I did this as best as I could. I sent it, and he got the vision. He understood what I was trying to say, so we ended up going with this. So to animate it, I had to create a separate file for the actual animation. So here's that file. So yeah, this is the file. So with Illustrator, to be able to move from Illustrator and animate in After Effects, you'd have to separate your layers. So when we look here, the layers are separate. So we have 4 on its own layer, 0 on its own layer, even the handle on the magnifying glass is on its own layer, the other 4, and the rest of the elements are all on their own layers. So we save this. You save this as you would any Illustrator file, and then you launch After Effects. Let's launch that. Okay, so we're in After Effects now. I'm going to have to open the actual file. This is the work I've already done, so I'll have to open the actual file. So once again, this is just a breakdown. I'm just taking you guys through how I came about with the final result. This is not a start from scratch thing. So this is the actual animation. So this is the first one, the one you ended up choosing. So if I play back the animation, this is how it looks. That simple. So the zero turns into a magnifying glass and then looks at the four, looks at like a skeleton of the four, and then comes back to a zero. Very simple. Very, very simple. So come to work here. So when we look at the most of the animation is done on the zero and the handle. So this is the handle. So we can see the handle rotates around the zero. Then the zero turns into magnifying glass, joins the handle. And then this is a mask that I did. So I duplicated the four. I duplicated that, enlarged it, and give it just a stroke. Took away the fill, give it just a stroke, and so and maxed it with the magnifying glass. So wherever the magnifying glass looks, it looks at a skeleton of the four. So we don't see the actual four, but then we see a skeleton of the four, like a magnified version of the four. So it's that simple, nothing complicated. If you guys want me to go into depth about how I got this, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I'm going to take you through how I made this ready. I exported this into a Lottie file so that the developer, could use in web apps, web projects, mobile app projects, and all that. So let's do that. So you would need the Lottie plugin, the Lottiefiles plugin. This is the Lottiefiles plugin. So you go to your extensions, Lottiefiles. When you launch it, it loads for a bit, and then you can see all the comps you are working on in here. Sorry for how messy my composition looks, my project looks. So this is the error 44 screen 2 is what we are trying to render. When you come to the comp list, here it is, error 44 screen 2. So to render, you really just have to click this arrow and it starts rendering. There you go. That's simple. So it says, so yeah, I think there's an issue. Yes, so Lottiefiles doesn't support merge paths, I think. Sometimes it just works. Sometimes there are issues that they are still working on fixing. So in this case, the issue is the merge path that we used. I doubt that's going to be a problem. So to save this, you really just have to click here, and then you choose Lottie.json. Once you click Lottie.json, you'll be asked to choose where you want it to go. So in my case, Anansi, and then you click save, and that's it really. So when we go to my files, so this is the JSON that is saved. So if you open it up, it's really just a bunch of code. It's really just a bunch of code. So you pass this to your developer or whatever team member needs this in their workflow. You pass it to them, they implement it, and that's really it. So I made my friend send me how it will look when he implements it. So if you are familiar with code, this is how it looks. So according to him, this is how it should look. And then your file is going to be in this container. The Lottie file goes in this container, this right over here. That's where the actual Lottie file is going to go. So once that's loaded, that's all. That's really it. It's once the link it's linked to is clicked, it loads instantaneously. The file is very small. If you look at the file size, showing closing folder. It's really just a few kilobytes. Let's see. Show file details. Get info. Mm, where is the info? General. Yeah, so it's really 16 kilobytes. That's really nothing. That's so nothing. No matter the bandwidth, anybody's accessing this with, it's going to be so smooth, so smooth. So yeah, that's it, guys. As I said, this was just a breakdown. This was just me showing you how I went by to achieve this. This is really me just showing you how you can achieve something similar for a web project without paying tons for a simple animation. And with this format, it helps you to stay on brand because you're able to edit colors easily. You are able to change stuff, tweak stuff around very easily. It's really just After Effects. You don't have to render a GIF and then take it to Photoshop, do transparency stuff, and it's so long and GIFs are so messy. It's so long and complicated. So yeah, this was it. This is the video. Let me know how I did, and yeah, subscribe, like the good stuff. And as I said, if you want me to go deep into how I got this whole animation, let me know. And let me know if you want more stuff like this. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.